Unwind with us. Welcome to the show. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nikki.
Well, hello, Nikki.
Hi.
It's
Uh,
what? See, you don't even know what I was gonna say.
Okay.
I was gonna say it was a pleasure to pod with you.
Oh, likewise.
See, I don't know where you were going with that. Sheesh. Oh, mean. All right. Well, let's get it started.
All right. What we got?
Well, we do have sports. I'm just going to mention that we're in the
Kind of, sort of.
NBA playoff. They're in the second round. Everybody's pulling for the New York Knickerbockers to beat the 76ers. You got the Pistons versus the Cleveland Cavaliers, and I think that series might be over. And then right now you got the Oklahoma Thunders versus the Los Angeles Lakers. They're at halftime.
Okay.
So yeah. And then you got the San Antonio Spurs. They're gonna be playing the Timberwolves. So yeah, I think that's is that all of them? Let's see if I got any more here. Because I seem like there's a little not. Yeah. Okay. So we're down to what, 4 teams on each side? I think. Yeah, I guess so. Wow. Lakers made it to the. They made it deep into the little playoffs there.
They did. They had a pretty good season, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Let me see if I can get. Yeah, Orlando's in there too. Good group. Yeah, so in the East, you got Orlando, Boston, Detroit, the 76ers, and Brooklyn. And then, like I said, I don't know if any of these people have been eliminated, but they probably have been. You got Toronto, Atlanta Hawks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Indiana Pacers, and Washington Wizards. And then my last group was New York Knicks, Miami Heat, Milwaukee Bucks, Charlotte Hornets, and the Chicago Bulls. Wow, Bulls? Oh, okay, those are all eliminated. I guess I shouldn't talk about them.
Yeah.
All right, in the West, we got the Los Angeles Lakers, you got the Oklahoma Thunders, I believe Phoenix is done, but okay, we'll talk about San Antonio Spurs. Yeah, so I think that's it. So everybody else has been eliminated.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the way the ball is bouncing in that arena. And let's go over to the NHL, which all the people that were there last year are pretty much gone.
Ooh, okay.
And of course, the top 2 teams didn't even make the playoffs.
That means Florida didn't make
Florida didn't make it.
And the Leafs.
And the Maple Leafs didn't make it. And then the Florida team that did make it, they were out in the first round.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a little ugly up in there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be rolling down to the, like I say, they both be rolling down to they're in the second round of their playoffs as well. So, good on you. Alright, let's see what we got here. WNBA. Let's see, have they started? Let's see here. Oh yeah, I guess they just had their first game.
Oh.
So the yeah, it says. Oh, are we missing a team? Yeah, we got 7 on one and 8 on the other. I guess one of the teams isn't coming. Yeah, but and your girl Angel Reese has moved over to the Atlanta Dreams. Yeah, but they haven't played yet. And the Chicago Skies haven't played. It'd be funny their opening game they're playing against each other.
Yeah.
Phoenix Mercury and the Golden State Valkyries and the Dallas Wings have won in their opening, and in the in the Eastern Conference, the New York Liberties and the Washington Mystics have won their openers. Everybody else has lost or have not played. So that's pretty. In the MLLB, and we won't go through all that because that's a lot. There's a whole bunch of them teams. But we're going to check in and see what our we're gonna check on a few of them. We got the New York Yankees. They're in first place in the East, or the American League East.
Okay, Dad's gonna be happy about that.
Tampa Bay Rays is in second place in the East. And the ALC, the Cleveland Guardians are in first place, with the Kansas City Royals in second place. All right, and the AL West, the Athletics are in first place, and the Seattle Mariners in second place. Now in the NL East, the Atlanta Braves are in first place, and the Washington Nationals are in second place. In the NLC, the Chicago Cubs are in first place. Woohoo! And then the St. Louis Cardinals are in second place. And in the NL West, the Los Angeles Dodgers are in first place. Woohoo! And the San Diego Padres are in second place.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty good. They've played roughly around 38 games so far. And many more to go.
What about is it LA who was in the playoffs last year?
Yeah, LA the Dodgers. They're in first place.
Okay.
Yeah, I mentioned that.
Okay.
Alright, don't space out on me. Okay, sorry. Good Lord. Let's see here. Oh, but we do have one story here. The Naomi Osaka turns head. She was at the Met Gala.
Oh yeah.
She also explains why she wore a blood-covered gown to the Met Gala. So I don't know what that has to do with tennis, but okay.
Well, the theme of the Met Gala has nothing to do with tennis. When you're invited, you follow the theme. There are rules.
Okay. Well, like in sports, they're covering a lot of the athletes that attended the Met Gala. Apparently, it did have something it says which was labeled the Grand Slam of fashion. Their name, that's the Met Gala. See how they play on tennis. Yeah. Coco Golf is doing real good in her in Rome. She survived battle. I don't know who she was playing, but she looks like a little young Venus Williams. Even with she's sponsored by New Balance, and they got her yelling something. Said Coco Golf mounted a huge third set comeback to survive a tough Rome third round match and beat 72nd ranked Solon Siri. Wow, can you imagine if you're like one of the top athletes and you have to survive on number 72 ranked?
Yeah.
Wow. And I think she's the 4th seed.
Oh man.
Wow. So that would have been a big upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been hearing that would have been making headlines.
Right.
72nd beat number 4.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a little tennis dig there. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, right now the WWE is having their Backlash that's airing right now on ESPN if you're in the Americas. And then it's on Netflix if you're abroad.
Okay, what is Backlash, dear?
That's one of their pay-per-views.
Okay.
That's the follow-up to WrestleMania. So if anybody had some grievances, it's called Backlash. So, which I'll probably be checking out before the night's over with.
Okay.
Probably on repeat.
Oh my goodness.
A replay.
Okay.
let's see, Angel Reese struts in all business skirt suit and heels for the Dream debut. Why are they? Why are they in clothes? I thought they're supposed to be in uniforms. What's going on?
Well, kind of like how sometimes
Oh, you think when they're walking in?
Right, kind of like how men sometimes wear suits, when they're headed to their games or whatever.
Okay.
So kind of like that.
Okay, because it was talking about, I just mentioned that. What's her name? Oh, God, I forgot. Caitlin Clark. Yeah, they said she had a $13,000 Prada outfit on.
Okay.
So she walked in with that on. So I guess they're really taking the fashion to the sports now.
And who brought that to them? The Victoria's Secret's Angel herself.
Now she with the Dream, looking good in that black. And I'm sorry, I was gonna say black and red, but they're black and red. And I don't know what they got some black and red and blue.
Mm-hmm.
But Atlanta usually is black and red, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're my favorite colors. All right, let's get on to the next. What do we got next here? We go to tech and gaming news. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's go to tech and gaming news here. The big thing here now has been Microsoft is just Asher Sharma. They're calling her the Empress now.
Okay.
The Empress Asha. And she's making big changes. She lowered the price of Game Pass from $30 to $22.
Okay.
I ain't mad at that. She knocked about $7 off and some change. So I ain't mad at that. I wouldn't pay him $30 anyway, but that's cool. They're also improving the UI, the PC, what do they call it? The Xbox experience is up and running. And so the fans have the opportunity to log in on their PC and play their Xbox games, whether it be PC games or console games. And it will be the same dashboard that is on your Xbox Series X and S. So that's pretty cool. They're committing to go back to or making Xbox first. They've also eliminated the tag of Microsoft Gaming. They nixed that and say, hey, every game is going to be Xbox. No more Microsoft Gaming, so they got rid of that.
Okay.
They're also bringing in with the new era or genre, what they're saying as far as they have a new logo for Xbox, and it also will have a dynamic screen that will be so we can use this screen as background, and it now will come on with music and stuff like a little what do they call it? At the beginning of the game they have it used to say Xbox and then it would have the Xbox logo. Now it's going to come on with the new Xbox logo and music. And some fans want the original Xbox logo to come back, for the original one where it came on like electricity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they want that to come back too. And another thing that Asha did, so a fan had went on the socials and DM'd her directly. Well, they didn't necessarily DM, they just went on the Xbox Twitter feed and said, hey, y'all updates break my console.
Oh.
So Asha got on there and said, hey, we're going to reach out to you. They send them a new console.
Wow.
That's rare that a company would do that.
It is.
It's like, what? Okay, no problem. We got you.
Nice.
So yeah, so she's making big changes, and she had a meeting. That was a big thing, isn't it?
Is she taking Sarah?
She took both of them, Sarah and Phil.
Oh, okay.
Well, basically, Asha took Phil's place, and Matt Booty took Sarah's place.
Okay.
So Matt Booty is over everything.
Okay.
Over all the gamings and stuff, and of course Bethesda still ran by Todd Howard, but for the most part, Todd is in charge of making sure those games are 100% before they hit the streets. So it's pretty cool. So yeah, she's doing a lot as far as updating the Xbox experience, bringing Xbox back to the forefront, getting the Xbox Series X and S ready, and they're doing more system updates and everything. Because under Phil and Sarah, they were almost, and that was the moniker that they had abandoned the box. And they were, they had the moniker of everything was Xbox that was not an Xbox. So Xbox changed course with the new CEO of Xbox, Asha, and so she's basically saying, hey, if we're gonna thrive in the next generation with the Project Helix, we gotta cater to our Xbox loyalty or hardcore fans now. And especially with GTA 6 coming out, they want to make sure that they position Xbox to be in the forefront on people's minds, because you still got people that are on the Xbox and PlayStation 4, and they have not switched to the X or S or the PS5. So they're making sure that they getting and also that she's brought over her team, because one of the biggest things that we were seeing, that Xbox wasn't marketing themselves, they weren't marketing Game Pass. So she's brought over some of the AI people that was working under her when she was doing AI. Oh, that's another thing that they're doing. Xbox has gotten rid of Copilot. Okay. They're getting rid of all Xboxes, or Microsoft has fell out with the AI slop stuff. So they are actually canceling or taking Copilot off of the mobile app and off of the Xbox. So, which I didn't have no problem with that, because I didn't use it. If I had to look up something or see how to get around something, I just pull up a YouTube video and like I say, you can type in any, like if you stuck on level 2, section 5, you can type that into YouTube and it'll come right up, and you see how to get past the level. The people that have played and beat the game, they just post everything and they break it up and everything. I mean, so that's how I did it. And then of course their with discourse, so their discourse, they're heavily into that too, and you can also stream directly into Discord, and you can also go into like the chat rooms and all that stuff. So Xbox is making a lot of improvements. They're not stepping on the rakes. Matter of fact, there's going to be a showcase this week coming up. So they're moving and grooving. Okay. And they've had a showcase just about every month now. So there's sometimes twice a month. So they're really trying to put Xbox back to the forefront.
Sounds like.
All right, now let's get to the bad people. Nintendo is, of course, they've increased their prices. Increased the price of the Switch 2, which I'm so sad, because now I want a Switch 2, because yes, my Star Fox game was announced. Although I'm still on the fence, because they're kind of making it kind of cartoonish. I wanted it 3D, but we'll see. I'll have to do a little bit more research on that. But as you are aware, that like I say, Nintendo has raised the price of the well, what they've also done too is if you get a digital game, it'll be $10 cheaper than the physical game. So what they're doing is, if you buy a physical game, it'll be $10 more. So they're trying to, I guess, corral people to go ahead and do the digital versus the physical. But if you get the physical game cartridge, you're gonna pay $10 more. Okay. So yeah, Nintendo is not playing fair. Which, let me see if I got any more Nintendo information before we go on to PlayStation. Well, you know, they got a new Pokemon game out now, and of course, um, they the challenge arena thing or whatever it's called.
Right.
They bringing up the pals in. Well, I guess Pokemon. I can't say pals.
Right.
The Pokemon characters are coming in at their final form, and then they're going to introduce smaller or their original, or I don't know how they say it. Their original forms. They'll come in later, but they're bringing the Pokemons in at their final form in the game. So if you're playing in their tournament, hopefully you know how to handle the, you know, a maxed out Pikachu, or you know, some of these players. I don't even know what Pikachu is maxed out.
Oh my goodness.
I couldn't tell you. I always wanted to see him evolve, but I don't know what his evolved form is. I guess that's the word, evolved form. So I don't know. I think Pikachu is a rat anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a rat. I can't. Don't quote me on that, but I believe he's a rat. That reminds me of being.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
Okay, all right. Okay, so, of course, Nintendo's also doing dynamic pricing, but that's the bad thing. That's what's going on with PlayStation. PlayStation has raised their prices again, especially in other areas that are or markets. So that some people, when they raised it up to like $900, and then, you know, after taxes it was over $1,000. Well, they hit these people again. Now their base price is like $1,100. So I don't know what PlayStation is doing. They're like, I mean, they figuring if they got so many consoles out there in the wild that you would not alienate the people, especially when they're not selling any games on their system. Well, they do have a new game out, which is called Sorrows, and it's not doing very well. So they have two games out. One was Sorrows, and then I forget what the other one was. Oh man, my mind just went blank. I'm talking about PlayStation here. Anyway, we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the studio is.
Okay.
The Destiny Studio. I can't forget what their name is. But anyway, they got a new game out, and it's tanked too. So yeah, they're not doing very well. And another thing on Microsoft is going back, and as I say, they're improving the Xbox. And one of the things that was that they're discussing is exclusivity, because they're putting the games on PlayStation, and the fans are voicing that, hey, we don't like that, and that's part of the reason that people are not buying an Xbox, because they're putting everything on PlayStation. Well, Asha is coming out and saying, hey, we're going to reevaluate that. And some of our main stuff is not going to go over to PlayStation. Right. Or if it does, it might go over. If they do it as exclusive period, they say it might be even 12 months to 24 months before it hits PlayStation.
Oh wow!
So I don't have a problem with that, because I mean, that's what you want. If you want to play the games day one, then it should be on a certain platform, that especially if you own the games.
Right.
You know, you own the games, and then that was one of the things that Phil and Sarah did when they said everything is an Xbox, and they start putting a lot of the games on PlayStation. That the Xbox fans felt like that they were being done wrong, which you could say you were, because it's like, why do we done spent all this time buying an Xbox, you know, keeping up, buying new generation every generation, and now you're talking about, oh well, I should have went out and bought me a PS5, you know, and still be able to play all the games, especially when you're Forza, which I don't mind about Forza going to PlayStation, because it's a multi-plat game.
Right.
But something like Halo, I mean, Halo should stay exclusively Xbox. Again, the old games, like the remakes, they've been out, 10 years. Yeah, go ahead and give them that. But I think that the new IP should, or new game should strictly be on Xbox. Same way with E-Day or the Gears of War. That should be strictly Xbox. They putting Call of Duty everywhere. Leave Gears of War on Xbox. Fable. They even talking about Fable. Keeping Fable on Xbox. You know, Fable's always been on Xbox. Fable's actually been on both, but it's mainly been on Xbox. Xbox paid to keep it in development and everything. Now you're talking about putting Fable everywhere. So they think that, those tentpoles games should be strictly on Xbox. Anyway, PlayStation has they're ending their support for PS4, as we know. So now new games will not be made for the PS4. So that's why I say with GTA and some of these other new games are just going to be strictly on the PS5 going forward. So they're going to really force these people to switch over from the PS4 to the PS5 or Xbox, next Xbox, or XS and Helix. But the main thing is that with them stop supporting the PS4, they have almost 80,000 people still playing, or I'm sorry, 80 million people still playing on the PS4. Right. So I don't think be truthful, not a lot of people gonna switch, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because not everybody plays GTA, so that's gonna be one of your first. Now, granted, a lot of your new games are gonna be PS5 only. Okay, but if you got these people that are still, like you say, playing the Fortnites, and I mean, I know it's like a broken record, but if they're playing Fortnite, the older versions of these games on their PS4, and they have disc, they'll play these games over and over again. I've seen the kids; they got different levels. You got easy, hard, super hard, and all that stuff. So they got, just you can replay these games on different levels and keep yourself engaged.
Right.
So, but also what PlayStation is doing is they introduced the dynamic pricing. So what that means is that somebody in New York might pay a higher price than somebody that's in, let's say, Tennessee. Yeah, which I think that's kind of wrong, but that's those are what they're doing. So there goes that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got here. Talk about their price hike, dynamic pricing.
With which stores does it say?
What do you mean, as far as dynamic pricing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's in their PlayStation store.
Oh.
So you can be in a certain zip code or country, and you may pay a higher or lower price. So it's the same thing where like what they were saying, like you got a husband and wife, they got their own account. The wife might pay more for her game than the husband.
Oh wow.
And you're in the same household, same zip codes.
That's crazy.
So they're just, it's crazy. That's why I always go in and look for sales and stuff too. When I buy the games. But it's cool. All right, let's see what we got here on some of the techie news here. Federal kill switch mandates requires new vehicle to include technology that detects driver's impairment and can prevent or limit vehicle operation, with implementation expected in 2027 or later. What do you think about that?
I don't like it.
Yeah, because the technology is somewhat here. Because I thought about that back when we did the little test drive and we were doing the little hand clapping and everything, and the car was steering itself and everything. But one of the things that it said is, as long as the driver was looking at the road, the car would drive itself. And like I say, if you in a situation where, what we were saying, I mean, I guess it depends on how long you keep your eyes off the road. But if you have to turn your head to look for, like changing lanes and everything of that nature, yeah, that'll be a problem. However, one thing that they did introduce too in a lot of cars now, that when you turn your turn signal on, the camera is on the mirror, and it would display on the display of the car in front of you.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I wanted to get the Santa Cruz. As soon as you hit the turn signal, video comes up on the screen showing what's on the right side of you or the left side of you. So I thought it was pretty cool. But they are putting that technology in a lot more vehicles now. So so not only do you get the little light that comes on the mirror when or your steering wheel vibrates, it also shows you a picture or a camera feed of what's on the right side or left side of your vehicle. Similar to and then some of these cars have your heads-up display, which will show the 360 view of your vehicle. That means cameras in the front, the back, and on the side.
Right.
So they're implementing all this technology, but the main thing is, and I kind of agree in some aspect, that yes, the driver's eyes should be on the road. I do feel that you can't, and that's the reason why they're doing this too, because a lot of these people with these self-driving cars, they be reading a book, watching a movie, and nobody's paying attention to the road. Yeah. So that's one of the big things that the kill switch. All right, got another one here.
Okay.
Which right along with lines of that driverless cars.
Yeah.
Cops will start giving tickets to driverless cars that break the law, starting with this state. Can you guess what state it's going to be?
Please don't be Florida.
No, California.
Okay.
Gavin gets on the ball. Gavin's on the ball. He ain't playing with them. He ain't playing with nobody.
Right.
So Zook and Waymo. Now Zook, the ZOOX, that is the Amazon driverless cars.
Okay.
And Waymo, of course.
Yeah, they need to get Waymo. Give them all the tickets.
I say a new bill in California will create a process to allow cops to cite driverless cars for traffic infraction, as reported by Road and Track. California State Assembly Bill 1777 will go into effect on July 1, 2026. So operators like Zook and Waymo may soon face tickets for violations caused by self-driving vehicles. The bill also includes additional regulations surrounding autonomous vehicles operations in relations to emergency response or other closed-off areas. So, so they have to program these things. So if a siren or something's coming up, they need to get pulled to the side of the road. I guess they weren't doing that either. And then if there's areas that are, when they have road closures due to construction or whatever, I guess they were going around that too.
Oh man.
So wow. So the robo-cops and the human officers.
Yeah, this is insane. I hate it so much. Except for Waymo.
Huh? What could you clarify?
No, I was just saying I hate this whole, like you say, the robo whatevers and
The robo taxis and stuff.
yeah, driverless cart. I hate it.
Well, Waymo's that's the driverless car too.
No, that's what when I say except for Waymo, I mean give them all the tickets.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I was misunderstanding where we were going with that, but okay. So you basically saying giving them all the smoke.
Yeah, because they've been out here hitting people, cats and dogs and stuff.
Oh my God, you still on that one?
I am.
All right. Well, Apple's is having their problems. They had the lawsuit. Now they got to pay out a bunch of money to people. And they said the average consumer that was affected might get up to like $90-something. So I don't know what you got to do, or I didn't really follow on it because it doesn't apply to me, of course.
But what is this about again?
Well, Apple got the government cracked down on them for their practices, as far as the ecosystem and all that stuff. And now they're having to pay a settlement of like 250 million or billion or something like that. And they said the average person that affected will get like $98 back to them for the practices. A lot of it too was that it had to do with Siri, and also Siri was recording the people. Recording the same thing as Amazon. Both they hit Amazon and Apple with that, where and then they also hit Apple too about them making it difficult for people to exit their ecosystem. So they were hitting Apple with everything. Matter of fact, they hit Meta too. They hit Meta, Apple, and Amazon. And of course, they've settled the thing now, so they say you got to look out and register to get the refund if you were involved with where they had you to sign up for Prime and wouldn't let you cancel it. Because they said one of the things was they had the people sign up, and then it would make it very difficult to cancel the service. So they were signing up for 2 days, even though when they signed up they got a month. Then it was like when it was time to cancel, they couldn't find the cancel button. And so they wind up playing for a second month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, yeah. I know that feeling. But anyway, the Gen Z and young adults are going back to the iPod.
Yeah.
Now they have to get a used one because, of course, the production of the iPod and the iPod Nano has ceased and desist, but they can get them on eBay, and eBay says they had a 25% increase in the search for the iPod Classic and a 20% rise for the Nano. And of course, the regular iPod has been and what's happening is, even though everybody has cell phones now, Gen Z says they're tired of fooling with all the stuff that comes along with it.
All the notifications and all of that. They're like, it's overstimulating, overwhelming, and they're wanting to go analog in a way.
Well, yeah, they want something that just plays music, kind of like a Walkman or something like that. That doesn't. And I'm kind of like with that as well. That's how I kind of run my setup in my vehicles. I have my tablet, which I don't have anything else. I don't have, of course, I can get texts and everything, notification and everything, but I have all that turned off. And I always should just play music or podcasts or whatever on my tablet. And that way my phone, I don't have to be dealing with all the interactions and stuff that comes through with the phones, especially when you got all the different apps like Snapchat, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, all that be pinging all day long, and I'll be like, yeah, we're not doing this. You're listening to you listen to some music, right? And all of a sudden you get ding, ding,
yeah,
ping, or the music stops because you got an email notification. Yeah. So I'm kind of in that frame of mind of having one item for my, I guess you could say, for my entertainment, and then then everything else goes through the phone, and then I have that on silent. So I'll get, if I get the alert and I look at it on my watch, and then I'll be like, I'll get back to it, when I can access my phone or whatever. But everything else I just do, let my music play on the tablet, no interruptions.
Right.
So, but Gen Z is catching on. They want to get the iPod back and all that good stuff. So, good on you.
It won't be long before Apple starts making them again.
Yeah, if there's a market out there, they probably will. All right, let's see here. We already did that one. Let's see, do I have any more PS4? Oh yeah, I talked about that. It's just the PS4 dies its second death. Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked about that already. But let's see if we got anything else. Okay, I think that's gonna conclude Um, okay, I'll leave that for news. Okay, because I know we like to keep stuff. Okay, so next, I guess we're going to celebrity entertainment
All
news.
right.
Okay. As on you were aware on my last podcast, Ariana house got kind of shot up.
All right.
Well, they moved on to Chrissy Brownie. I'm sorry, Chris Brown. She don't like when I do the names like that.
No.
Oh yeah. Okay. So anyway, um, uh, Chris Brown's he didn't necessarily house get shot up.
No.
Okay. So
No
let me clarify.
misinformation.
That. Okay. So what happened is, I guess a fan was trying to get onto Chris Brown's property. We'll just say that.
Mm-hmm.
And security was stopping them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the van ran over the security guard's feet as they were trying to bogart past him in their vehicle.
Mm.
So the security guard pulled out his firearm and it started to go at the victim.
Oh wow.
Or yeah, at the victim. And so, of course, the authorities were called and they arrested the security guard.
That's so messed up.
Yeah. Says a 35-year-old man was arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm outside Chris Brown's Los Angeles house on Friday. Okay, the suspect allegedly fired a CO2-style handgun at the victim, said as an official for the Los Angeles the police department. The suspect, Markeith Kunjus, has worked as a private security guard for more than a decade. So I guess he had that'd be like a paint gun. His CO2. So I guess he has something like a paint gun, but they have those CO2 guns that shoot pellets too. So he must have had something in the mix of that. So it wasn't actually a gun, but being that he fired it at a person, he was arrested.
He was doing his literal job.
Yeah.
A person who was trespassing and who assaulted him by running over his feet. He was doing his job. I'm sorry.
Yep, he became the suspect.
Okay.
That's wild. That's wild. All right. In other news, Britney Spears has avoided jail time in her DUI case after pleading guilty to a reduced misdemeanor charge known as wet reckless in Ventura County, California. My question is, what is wet reckless?
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, let's not.
Well, it could.
What?
I'm just trying to figure out. Well, because we know they say they couldn't identify what was she drunk, but they figured she was under the influence of something. But they says after being stopped on the 101 freeway for driving under the influence of alcohol or drugs, she was booked the next morning and later voluntarily entered the rehab, which her legal team cited as a key factor in securing a plea deal.
Wow.
So they didn't know what she was drinking or what she was smoking or what she was snorting. But they knew she was
on something.
She had some glassy eyes, I guess.
Oh.
All right, let's see what we got going on. Okay, this one was crazy. I don't know if you're aware of Blake Lively and Justin Baldini.
Yeah, this has been going on for a minute.
And his lawsuit got dropped because he failed to show to court, but Blake kept hers going on. Well, apparently right before this court appearance, them two settled out of court. So they dropped they dropped, I guess, I don't know what happened, but anyway,
after all that going back and forth with each other.
Yeah, after all that going, they settled. and ended without having to go back before the judge.
Yeah.
So, but here's one that ain't going nowhere. Lizzo. Lizzo standing 10-toe down. These dancers ain't getting away with this one. So if you know that the Lizzo the part of the lawsuit was dropped or thrown out because the judge felt that the two or the, I don't know if it was two or more dancers that filed lawsuit against Lizzo, their initial case was thrown out. I guess it was more of the what do they call it when you get fired? Wrongful termination.
Yeah.
So the wrongful termination was thrown out.
Right.
But Lizzo said, no, y'all had sexual harassment allegations
sure
against
did.
me. No, we going to trial.
Yeah, she said, we're not going to let that fly.
Yeah, they say, Lizzo say, we going to trial, we going to court, and she going to look good.
And she does look great. Oh, my gosh.
She dropped that weight. She going to be looking good. And she was at the Met Gala as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lizzo say, yo, we ain't, we going through. Y'all can clear my name, and I'm seeking damages. So, yeah. Lizzo said, nope, we ain't going. All right. I guess this is court celebrity news here.
Yeah, it's a lot of that going on.
Stefan Diggs.
Oh, yeah. Because remember, they delayed it till after the Super Bowl, so here we are.
Yep, he finally went to trial, and they found him they found him innocent on all charges. So he got off. And then another little thing that was in the room was the rumor mill was Cardi and, well, it was a question: is Cardi and Stefan back together?
Right.
Because on the last leg of her tour,
he showed up.
He showed up and he was partying with Mama and everybody else that was down there in the little group.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mama, his exes, his current baby mamas, everybody was partying.
Okay, I don't think it was all of that. Well, come on, don't put out misinformation.
Okay. His mama and his kids.
There you go.
All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. All right, we're keeping it moving. Ice Spice.
Oh, yeah.
So she got a little altercation, or so to say scuffle, at the McDonald's. And she went on to do, she promoted Wendy's, and I guess Wendy's actually Wendy's did something. They contacted Ice Spice, and they did a commercial for their spicy chicken sandwich.
They did, and she looks great. I mean, of all people to work collab with Wendy's, they got the perfect one.
That's right. All right, so that's pretty good. I saw the video.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, I know what your one complaint was. They re-upping the chicken sandwich, but they ain't did nothing new.
Right. Everybody else is coming out with all kind of sandwiches, and Wendy's just riding strong off the spicy chicken and the Baconator.
Actually, I ain't even seen no Baconator commercials, to be true with you.
Because you don't need one that's been around for 20 years. Just go get a Baconator.
Or son of Baconator. They did have a baby.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Well, as you're aware, the Met Gala. Matter of fact, we'll talk about all the positive stuff right now. So we had Beyonce and Blue in their little outfits, and they looked good.
In their little outfits. It's the Met Gala. It's not a little outfit. Let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. She was serving a look.
Yeah, she had her.
It was giving skeletal chic.
Yeah,
I don't know the designer, but oh yeah.
Yeah, Vogue.
Vogue is not a designer.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I guess they took the
magazine.
picture. They took the picture of it. Okay, well, man, let me see if I got it here.
It's not.
Not important.
No.
Okay.
But she looked great.
Okay. All right.
Blue was dressed very tasteful. She wasn't on theme, but she was.
Yeah. Yeah. She was in basically a one of the normal, like, I'm going to say Vogue because that's what the look outfit looks like. I don't know. Vogue is the magazine.
Vogue is a magazine, not
Okay.
a designer.
Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Well, she's gonna be on Teen Vogue. Okay. How about that? So anyway, she was in her nice little normal uh, outfit, and it looks good on her. And then Beyonce had a skeleton outfit with a bunch of diamonds and sparkly stuff and everything, and then
Oh
she had
my
some
goodness.
fringe. I'm just trying to give we have an audience out there. We got with the Fit podcast. We got to give a description. But then her second outfit, oh my God, it was really gold and all. It was gold and silvered out. I mean, and it was black. Base cover was black, and everything else was like gold, like what's you call that thing when bedazzled.
Oh my. Yeah, Beyonce's not wearing anything bedazzled. She can afford actual jewels.
Okay, well, it's covered with jewelry. Okay, and it was and it also had a like uh, was it what's the veil material? Lace? Is it lace? You know what? You give the description of the outfits next time. I'm done. I'm not moving on. You know what? I'm trying to give a description.
And Jay was also there escorting Blue.
Yes.
Which is interesting,
Well,
but I'm going to leave that alone.
Well, he was in between both of them.
Sure.
I just didn't talk about him because nobody was talking about Jay-Z. But Jay-Z was there, and he escorted both of them on the red carpet. Cardi B was there. I didn't care for her look, but okay.
She was on theme.
Yeah, well, see, a lot of the people were
okay,
on.
you're thinking it's like a regular red carpet. The Met Gala has a theme every year, and it's the guest job to try to dress on theme no matter what it is. So it's meant to be odd and unusual and not the norm.
Okay, well, she looked good as far as the because I'm looking at the picture right now, and she looked good as far as the outfit, as far as how they did it, because she basically looked like I guess you could say she looks like a flower. I don't know what the theme was here.
The theme was wearable art. So,
well, no, I know it was wearable art, but I don't know what she was. Let's see if I have it right here in front of me. These bags are kind of ugly, and even with jewelry, sometimes I'll be like, wow, nobody wears these chains anymore. Why did I buy a chain with my name on it? So big, it's so ugly. Don't buy a chain. I don't know what this Cardi's talking about. I'm reading the article. So I don't know what that has to do with the outfits that she has on. She chatted with Emma, agreed about how her approach to fashion and luxury has changed over the years, saying something like, okay, so she's talking about, so I guess it had something to do about her bags, timeless Hermitage bags. So I don't know. It's something to do with bags, but it looks like something like a flower too. I can't explain the outfit, but she's covered with lace, a lace outfit or overlay. I guess that would be a better word for it. So she has. It looks like she has muscles or flowers growing out of her shoulder and her feet, and then it's covered with a lace overlay.
Okay.
With flowers, of course. Okay, so. Who else we had? Angela Bassett.
I loved hers.
She did.
She was portraying a piece called "The Girl in the Pink Dress" by a black woman artist.
Right, her name is Laura Wheeler.
Yes.
Wearings. Girl in pink dress. That is correct at the Met Gala, and if you looked at it and you looked at the painting,
yeah, she was.
Angela knocked it out the park.
She did.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of celebrities that came as like representing different paintings. Too many to name.
Yes.
there were a few who came as sculptures. I forget who. Somebody came as just paint, and their the train of their gown looked like spilled paint. It was really cool.
Okay.
Yeah, so like I say, it's meant to look odd and unusual because there's a theme to follow.
Okay. All right. Um. Then we got one here. Now we got. I think we covered most of the Met. If you want to check out the Met, you can catch it on YouTube, or
Yeah.
like I say, you can um, Google it on the regular internet, World Wide Web, and
Mm.
they'll pull up all the pictures of all the celebrities and everything of that nature. Um, all the outfits. They also have the men. A lot of the men wore. You just have to check it out because there was. I'll tell you what. What's the one that played Michael Jackson's father?
Coleman Domingo. I
Coleman
liked his.
Domingo. He had an outfit that was just like you. Okay, he could have been a pimp in
Oh
the.
my
Yeah,
gosh. No. No,
I'm
that's
just
not.
I'm, I'm just saying it's old.
No.
It was interesting. He could have been a representative for Nintendo too.
Gosh. Okay.
No, it was very colorful, I must say.
Yeah, it was colorful, but it wasn't giving pimp.
Okay, how about video game character then? Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
But we're
Okay.
not doing negative stereotypes.
Okay. Well, a pimp nowadays is not negative.
All right. Moving on. Like I say, there were a lot of interesting looks.
Yes, which every year that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, now let's get into the some of the we got two stories here. One was Jeff Bezos. He, of course, he sponsored the Met Gala, and there was a lot of people that a lot of celebrities that boycotted the Met Gala.
Right.
One that spoke out was Reverend Al Sharpton.
Mm-hmm. I know
And
another was Jennifer Lewis also spoke out.
mm-hmm, so did Goopy, Whoopi Goldberg, and there was a lot. Um, yeah, a lot of artists. But Reverend, after a year of making his Met Gala debut, which was last year, the Reverend made a certain to let his words be as impactful as his suit for the evening. Even in an event
Now
dedicated
he
to
might have been
fashion.
giving pimp.
Yeah, yes, he does. I'm looking at his suit too. Hal was looking good. His outfit was gold and black, pinstripe.
Okay.
After learning that Mayor Zoran Mandani, did I say his name?
Yeah, Zoran Mandani.
Mandani. Yeah, he skipped the Met Gala due to the controversy over Amazon co-founder Jeff Bezos sponsoring the event. Sharpton backed the mayor's decision not to attend while also rebuking the billionaires class. So he had much to say about says that his decision, Sharpton said, of Madani opting out of the participation in the event. I think I want to be here. We fought for years, and you've covered it better than anybody for diversity. So how could I not be here to support Beyonce and Venus Williams? So I don't care how much the billionaires have; they can't buy my seat.
Okay.
That was Al
Sharpton.
Sharpton's right, and he says Beyonce and Williams are served as the co-chair for this year's event, alongside Nicole Kidman and Anna Wintour. The theme, costume art, also has a dress code. Fashion is art. Sharpton made certain his suit met both requirements as he had a golden pinstripe with his suit. The event has become an annual one of the civil rights activists who made his Met Gala debut in 2025, where the theme of the night was superfine, tailored black style, an ode to black male dandyism. Yeah,
Dandyism.
dandyism. Okay,
Hmm.
all right.
Also, an ode to Andre Leon Talley, who worked at Vogue with Anna Wintour. So, yeah.
Yes, that was in the next paragraph. Well, I'll go ahead and skip it since you've already said that. That's, I mean, it's no, I wasn't going to read it, but you are absolutely correct.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. All right, all right. Another thing that happened at the Met Gala, they had some pictures. Apparently, there's some trouble in paradise at Rihanna and what's his name?
ASAP Rocky.
ASAP Rocky. They were getting into their, I guess, Sprinter van,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently there was a clear window, and you can tell that Rihanna was not pleased,
Oh.
and she basically, you can now they had now here's the thing. There was definitely had some conversation, and Rihanna basically she was going to make sure that conversation took place right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
The problem I had was that they did it in a clear window, and paparazzi and everybody was spot on it. So they brought in a person that read lips.
Oh man, they doing too much.
And they of course, it was videotaped, and they were and you could see that Rihanna was staring at ASAP, and she was asking questions, of course, and she would not let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And they caught all that on film, and then they brought in a lip reader and a person that reads body languages.
Of course they did.
And
because
of course
they have nothing better to do.
Yes. So we'll keep a ear out for that. Of course, at the conclusion of the conversation, Rihanna got her way. She got him to respond or whatever, and then they moved on.
However it goes, they look really good between Rihanna and ASAP and Sierra and Russell Wilson. Tied for best dressed couples. Oh my gosh.
Yes. The couples did show out.
They look great.
Now we also did. I don't have the name correctly, but yes, somebody got upset because their husband or partner stepped on their dress. So I
would have been upset too.
Yes, so that went down. So it was one of them that had the long train, and the back of their dress got stepped on, and they were not happy. So that I don't have a name on it, but I know it went down. Another thing we have here is Tiana Taylor is now the new face of Revlon.
Okay.
So that has started. So yes, that she is now the new face of Revlon. So we look forward to. She's just getting blown up more and more and more and more and more.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. So that's the one that's going down.
All right.
All right. So do I have anything else? I think that's it on the celebrity entertainment news. All right. So let's go on back down here to news. All right. So we're going into entertainment news stories. And Spencer is closing multiple locations in the U.S. and India.
Are.
So primarily the reason for this is the fall of the malls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're unaware, the majority of your Spencer stores were in your malls. And a lot of these malls are now become dinosaurs, and Spencer is probably one of the last ones to go, but yeah, they're closing.
Between them and Hot Topic.
Yeah, well, I think Hot Topic is still moving pretty strong.
Yeah,
and Hot Topics, I think they're going out to the brick and mortars to get their individual stores and stuff.
Cool.
But Hot Topics were in every mall as well.
Yeah,
and but Spencer, Hot Topics is still open, but Spencer is closing.
Oh man,
and
that's my childhood.
Yeah, because when we went to the mall back in, like you say, childhood, we would go in Spencer and see all what they had, the toys and
things had no business seeing.
Well, I didn't mean those kind of toys, but you kind of wrapped it over there. Anyway, they used to have toys, and they have, well, I would say dolls. God,
Mm.
that's bad too.
Uh,
Okay, I'm talking about like Chucky, Ghostface, Michael Myers,
Sure. Yeah, sure. All right, but
and the jewelry, and the T-shirts,
mm-hmm,
and the blankets.
nobody cared about that. We went straight to the back of the store.
Anyway,
Man, the end of an era for real. Pour one out for Spencer's. They gonna become a spirit Halloween.
it'll come out once a year.
Yeah.
You know, that might be the move. They join up with Spirit, because they sell about the same stuff, the costumes and stuff like that. Oh, good Lord.
All right, moving on.
All right. Next, we got Spirit Airlines.
Yeah.
I know you're aware. I'm sure everyone's aware that Spirit closed their doors. They didn't get government backing. Their biggest obstacle was the cost of fuel.
Mm-hmm.
That really what did it in, because they were the budgeted friendly carrier that people
Right.
loved and hate, or love to hate.
Yeah.
And they were they were trying to merge. They knew the end was coming, so they tried to merge with JetBlue.
Right.
The government blocked it, saying that that would the reason why they blocked it was because that would decrease the amount of airlines that the lower class had available to
Wow.
them. But
Okay, I'm not gonna get political. Just
yeah,
yeah.
so
Let's move this along.
that happened, and the reason I worded it that way, because now that did not change, because Spirit is gone, and that does the same thing. The is limited the amount that the lower class has options. Now, other airlines did say that they would be picking up the slack of
Mhm.
Spirit going out of business, and they would match the Spirit prices.
Well,
And
not necessarily match, but basically they're offering deals. Like some airlines are putting caps on what they're charging, or it's different things like that. But they're not exactly matching Spirit.
well, I would say at this point, when I use the word match, they're matching, or like you said, picking up the slack. But those caps are not going to last.
No, they didn't say it would.
Yeah,
They're basically just trying to help because people were literally stranded. Like, let's say they bought, a ticket to wherever, and when Spirit closed, I mean, they closed to the point to where they didn't have workers at the counters or anything. So, um, people were kind of like stuck like Chuck, trying to get back to their home destination or whatever. Because yeah.
yeah.
So that's when the other airlines are like, well, hey, we got you for a reasonable rate, so that these people could get back home.
That's true.
And the other thing is, Spirit saying they're offering vouchers, but that takes however long and to get put back on your card or whatever. But what people aren't talking about, except like one or two people that I follow, is that that doesn't count for those who used vouchers and things of that nature. They're just kind of out of gas.
Right. Yeah, because no one's gonna honor those vouchers, because and another thing was the airline miles too.
Yeah.
That the people had racked up. They were buying their
Yeah.
tickets on airline miles, and there will be no compensation for that. Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, just another casualty of, let's move along.
All right. Well, we're gonna move on to other Spirit news. A TikTok campaign to buy and revive Spirit Airlines.
That's
So
a
apparently, 124 million,
million.
and they've raised $88 million, with an average of with the excuse me, yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Seven. They said like I say, 120 something thousand, and they rate
Not thousand.
Hmm?
You said thousand.
Um. Okay. I mean, people.
Okay.
Okay. Well, whether it be people or thousands, they raised $88 million, and the
Okay.
average, they said the average contribution was like almost $700 per person.
Oh wow.
So, but
Two things about this. I love to see it as far as like the camaraderie and people coming together for a common goal. But on the more, excuse me, on the more realistic side, it's gonna take so much more to not only buy the airline back, but to maintain it. So that's where it's like, I don't know how realistic this plan is, but I love that everyone's coming together.
well, I want. I got a bigger question. Does if it doesn't go, does the people get their money back?
I would believe so.
Okay. Now, I do have the actual number. It was 124,700 people
Okay.
that raised 88 million, and like say the actual the average pledge was $667. So, and the it's called Let's Buy Spirit Air.com is the website.
Right.
So I be knowing some stuff. Be on top of my head, by the time we podcast, but I be knowing some stuff. All right. Well, that will conclude news stories that I have. Do you have anything? No? All right. We're going to move on to food. Let's see. I don't know who's remixing what. We know the chicken wraps are back at Popeyes.
Yeah.
Center.
That's the only place I'm gonna eat them from.
Oh yes, I can't wait.
And they're gonna be a permanent menu item this time. So
yes, I can't wait till our
Yeah.
next visit to Popeyes. We're gonna be getting them wraps.
all right.
Next thing we got is that Cinnabon is doing the Hogwarts butter beer, and they're putting it in the everything basically, all the icings and all the.
Okay. They basically they have a collab with that, so it's gonna be basically think a butter beer cinnabon. I need that, and they're also doing a butter beer chilada.
Mm-hmm.
So I need all of that.
All right. Well, we might go for a ride one day. Right, just because we got to go to the other side. Well, how Nikki and her mama say she got to go out of town. So we can go to the other side of Jacksonville.
Yeah.
We got to drive all the way to the other side of Jacksonville to get to the Cinnabon because there's not a location in our area or at least on our side of town.
Right.
So we have to go we have to take a trip.
Yeah. What's next?
What's next? We got I don't know. Do you have anything off the top of the head?
I know Burger King now has their BLT Whopper, which is really good.
Okay.
So, unlike the crispy onion Whopper, you got your bacon, your lettuce, tomato, but you still have the peppercorn aioli. So yeah.
So it's still out there, yeah.
Mhm. And
Let's see what I got here.
who else?
Oh, Cinnamon Toast Crunch has a new cereal.
Oh yeah.
Jif has a new crunchy peanut butter.
Ew.
Oh, this is something that I thought that was now McDonald's. Okay, so they had dollar menu, right? Okay, so now their value menu is $3 now.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about this now, every item now is $3 on their value menu. So if you get 3 items, that's $9. What are we doing, McDonald's?
The same thing that everybody else is doing. Inflation.
So, yeah, the value menu. Yeah, this is crazy. So nothing's a dollar no more, and
inflation.
Everything,
Yes.
inflation is in everything.
Yes.
So,
All the things.
um, Mountain Dew has new flavors. Coca-Cola has new flavors.
Okay,
Fanta.
if we're not naming the flavors, just
Well, good Lord, I was just trying. They have a Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
that's old. That's not new.
And a milkshake.
Ew. Why would you do Okay, I know they like to remix stuff, but why? Why would you ever do that?
And you also can get the dirty version.
Gag?
Well, you told me to read out the stuff.
Yeah, because don't just say there's new drinks and don't inform anyone what it is. No, people won't know what to look for.
And you can get it at KFC.
I won't be doing that. Anyway, what's next?
You know what? Why you gonna rush me along after you told me that I was trying to be speeding along now? I'm slowing down and reading it. Now you like, what's next? You know what? You can't have it both ways now. All right. So Coca-Cola basically is teamed up with Microsoft, and if your Fanta drinks, they have they drink. Oh man, let me pull this one up here. Yeah, because they've basically their tempo franchises such as World of Warcraft, Diablo, Call of Duty, and they're gonna have the collab with Fanta, and not only will you purchase these drinks, you will be able to get points to where you can redeem those. If you get enough points, inside the Microsoft store, you can redeem it for products and stuff like that, or buying, contributing towards either buying a new console, controller, or headsets, something of that nature. And of course, since it's with Coca-Cola as well, since they are the owner of Fanta, you can get more drinks, free drinks and stuff like that, or merchandise. So yeah, that's a big collab that they have going on.
Okay.
Let's see what else we have here. Culver's has their 3 sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
So Culver's is bringing back 3 beloved menu items.
Does it say what?
Yes, you getting your. Yes, it does. Let me get to it. They're bringing in the chili cheddar fries, your butter burger, and grilled Reuben melt.
Okay.
All right, let's see if I got anything else here. All right. If you didn't hear, okay, we have a taste test.
Yes.
So let's move on to the taste test. It's another M&M's lemon meringue pie.
This should be interesting. I'm kind of nervous about this one.
Good flavor. Yes, the flavor is there.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised. It's actually pretty good. There's no chocolate in it. At least I don't think there is.
Yeah, I don't see any chocolate either.
Actually, it almost tastes like there's white chocolate mixed with the lemon flavor. That's what I'm getting.
Well, I'm looking at lemon. I'm looking at the white, and then there is a cinnamon in here as well.
So I did taste white chocolate. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, white chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter. Yep. So you're absolutely right in your tasting. That's pretty good. M&M's trying to get away. But that's one thing I noticed about you. You have a very, like, when you on your palate, you can taste something and know the ingredients that you're tasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was one thing I noticed about you when we met too, And of course, the apples didn't fall far from the tree because our other family members do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of good, okay, we'll cover that in a second here. I was thinking,
Okay.
speaking of stuff, tasting here, we had some stuff. Oh, good Lord. Wait till we get to the next section on the unwinding time. But let's move on to the next thing we got here. So that concludes foods, as far as I'm aware. Do you have anything else?
No.
No, that's it. Okay, well, let's get into movies and TVs. So, if you don't know, Daredevil is on Disney Plus, and I'm sure it's approaching the end of its 8 episodes or 9 episodes. I don't know.
Okay.
And then, of course, you got the oh man, it just slipped my mind. I was all in good for it. Punisher,
Okay.
the Punisher, One Last Kill, which will air, and then that will roll right into Spider-Man: Brand New Day, which is the movie that'll be coming out here soon. I believe at the end of July. I think that's when that comes out because, oh good Lord, the movie slate is packed. And I'm here for it right now.
Okay.
Every week there's gonna be a new movie.
Oh yeah.
So, but anyway, let's get back to this. So we're doing the lead up. So we're probably gonna start watching the Daredevil because I know you wanted to let the episodes build up so we can go and knock them out. So I think all 8 or 9 episodes have aired.
And plus, I'm gonna want to go back 1 or 2 episodes since it's been so long.
You mean into season 1? You want to see how season 1 ended?
Was that the last season? Season 1?
Yeah, we're in season 2. We gotta
Okay,
watch the
then
whole.
yes.
We gotta watch all of season 2.
I kind of remember how it ended, but yes, I want to watch it again.
Oh well. Yes, dear.
Okay.
Good Lord.
All right. What else we got?
All right. Let's see here. I don't know. Okay, I'm a little lost here. Let's go back here.
Okay.
I'll get there in a second.
Okay. You all right?
Yeah, I guess it sucked in too much air.
Okay.
Pause.
Well, while you're looking, there was a show recommended to us by our son, Invincible. So he says season 4 just finished, airing. Well, it just, finished up the season. So he's encouraging us to watch that. So we're gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, and also Invincible and The Boys. And The Boys, they're gonna put the final episode in theaters, kind of like when they did with Stranger Things. So you're gonna go to the movie theater, which it may be sold out, but what it is, they had you go to the concession stand, you buy $30 worth of concession, and that guarantees you a seat in the movie theaters if you want to see the final episode on the movie screens.
Oh.
Because it is streaming, they cannot charge tickets for the actual showing. So
okay.
that's how they get around that. You go buy concession. So it's kind of like you buying the Boys final episode concession bundle, and including that bundle is you get a seat in the movie theater.
Okay.
So yeah, but Invincible,
not a bad deal.
Right. So Invincible is a cartoon. The Boys is live action. Just to clarify,
and Invincible is on Prime Video.
Both of them are on Prime Video.
Okay.
Yeah. So what it is Invincible, like I said, it's a cartoon. You could say it's a knockoff of the Justice League.
Okay.
And so, and The Boys is live action, and it's kind of a knockoff of the Justice League. So basically, but you can say they have a character that's like Superman, and then they have characters. I'll give you as an example, a guy that might be like Ant-Man. Okay.
Ant-Man is Marvel.
Well, it's a combination of the it's if all of them could work together. So it's So anyway, they may have an Ant-Man character. I don't know what his name is. And let's just say he gets into places that you normally would not see on the cartoons or Marvel. And that's pretty much how all of it goes. It's like, what if you have characters that has the same powers as DC and Marvel, but all in one show? Invincible is kind of like that too, but it's more of a family dynamic of war versus different. Well, it also has different characters that have different powers from different worlds.
Yeah, it's just different.
Right. So basically, both of these shows are, you could say, rip offs from Marvel and DC, but
Oh Lord, okay.
but
We're
they're
not gonna say that.
different storylines and everything, and of course, it's very entertaining. You do have to have a strong will and stomach to watch these shows. So, but we encourage you to jump into them because it's something different, something interesting, and they have good storylines. And The Boys also has a spinoff with like young characters, and they're in college and kind of like but we'll get into that later as far as the spinoff show. But yeah, that's very good to. There's going to be a very good watch. Of course, we got to go back to like season 2 for both of them. Let's see what else we got here. Deadpool. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this one.
Mm-hmm.
So Deadpool got sued by NSYNC's choreography for. So I don't know if you remember during the Deadpool and Wolverine movie at the end, Deadpool does the bye 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 dance.
Yeah, he did,
and he did it good. And apparently, the NSYNC choreographer took offense to it, and he's filed a lawsuit. So
I don't see that going anywhere because that'd be like Michael Jackson suing for everyone who did the Thriller routine, or
or Billie Jean, right? All
right.
his dance routines, yeah.
So yeah, I don't see that. He's trying to get a payday.
Just honorable mention: Netflix has set the kids line up with the new series of Sesame Street. So the Sesame Street is now Netflix Street. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah,
if
no,
that's a good way to say
no.
it. No. It's in the Netflix neighborhood. I know. Good. You know what? I think you're no fun no more. I don't know what's going on with you.
But yes, Sesame Street is coming in Netflix, so pretty cool.
Yeah, and the cast of Different World has been set. We didn't talk about that. But yeah, all the original cast basically returning to the Different World. And we're hoping that it does well. It'll be on Netflix as well, the Netflix reboot. It's currently filming, so we'll see how that goes.
Cool.
Let's see what else we got here. For those that will be watching the Doomsday, which is the next Avengers movie, we don't like this, but what they've done is they've changed the ending of Avengers, I guess, Endgame, and to roll that into Doomsday. So, and what a lot of people say is don't worry about going back and watching the movie again. And they are going to re-release the movie in theaters, just to give you a heads up. But a lot of people are saying just wait for the clip to be on YouTube, so you don't have to go back and watch the movie again. So that was one of the things that was. And for those that like or that follows the Kim Kardashian, and apparently she's got a show that will be on Hulu. I guess it's some type of comedy show called Group Chat. And it stars Lala Anthony and Kim Kardashian.
Of course it does.
You
know what?
What?
2 people is not a group. Idiots. You have to have more than two people to have
Well,
a group.
if they're doing group chat, I guess there will be more people in there. Also, the it includes the girl trip writers, Tracy Oliver. So I'm sure that those are just two of the stars. You know, Lala Anthony is from I think
I know who
Basketball
she
Wives.
is. Yeah.
Yeah. So Kenya, is it Barris? Is the executive producer.
Okay.
So yes, you got. It's gonna be in there. That was just the two. We following on the TVs.
Sure,
Probably
sure.
won't watch it, but that's all
No,
I'm mentioning.
nobody's doing that. All right, what else we got?
Oh, Netflix did raise their prices again too. Darn it. Let's see here. What we got going on here? What else is next? Um, what is this? Okay, I think that's it. I think we're going into movies and TVs now.
We just did.
No, I'm sorry, not movies and TVs. I guess we're going to go into how we unwind.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what do you want to start with? The movies or the places?
Just.
All right. Well, we've been definitely unwinding, and it's been crazy. It's been crazy. We've had some road trips out of town, in town, everywhere, all over the state, you could say, and went to some parties. We signed NDA, so we can't really talk about the parties, but we went to some parties.
Oh my goodness.
We did we went to Cooper Hawk's Winery. Yes, and we had a lovely time.
Oh yeah. Did a tasting.
We did the tasting, and which we did all the dry wines.
So you get to choose what you want, but
right,
somebody
they call flights, and we went down. Well, we can say we went down the what's it called? Dry wines. The dry wine flights, but next time I go, I'm definitely gonna be doing the sweets, but we did get to taste some of the sweet wines too, because it was actually 4 of us in the group. So 2 did the sweet wine flight, and we did this.
We had the assorted.
So it was assorted dry wine flight. And flights is what they call the tasting, the drinks taste. I guess because you're going to be going higher if you drink with the alcohol content.
Okay.
Anyway, no. I know I don't know why they call it flights, but anyway, it's the collection of wines is what they call the flights, and and it was real good, very interesting. That was my first wine tasting. And I enjoyed it, but I kind of thought, now it's just me as an observation. I think that our server might have had a little bit too much to drink.
Oh my
He was spilling wine, he was wasting wine all over the place, but it was all good. He was a real good person. But I enjoyed. Like I said, what did you think about the flight and the wine tasting?
Oh, I really enjoyed it. I may pick sweet again just because. I mean, sweet next time just because, but I don't mind dry wine.
Okay, yeah, I was in the same mark, but like I said, I'm gonna do the sweet wines next time. Now they did have one that, oh man, when it is available, I'm on it. What was that? The ice wine.
Mm-hmm.
Did I get it right this time?
Yeah, it has notes of honey.
Yes.
So think of it kind of like a mead.
That was my final. Well, we had some white Zinfandel. I think that's what it was.
We didn't.
Sangria.
No. Yeah.
Okay, we had
Huge
the white
difference.
Yeah, well, we had the white sangria. That was the final tasting, I guess you could say, at our table when we were having dinner. So the food there was excellent. Got that steak trio. Oh my God! And it had the crusted, that little crust on the top of the steak. I don't know what it was called. I know ain't no telling what it was called, but it was a little crust on top of the steak, cheese or whatever, cheese bread or whatever.
Oh
I'm just saying, though, that's the name of the steak tree, okay? And then it had the Brussels, was it Brussels sprouts? No, it wasn't Brussels sprouts. Asparagus. See, I'm all over the place. Asparagus. Now you had the green beans. Now they gave you a lot of green beans. So I know there was green beans.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
But it was all good. It was very good. And of course we have a bread connoisseur over here. So what did you think about their bread?
Oh, they had pretzel bread, which was the first at a restaurant who will give you bread side table. The pretzel bread was the first, and it was really, really good.
Okay, I didn't taste it. I didn't know it was something special about it like that. But
Yeah,
I
Monique said it was pretzel bread.
Oh, I didn't taste it. But anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I don't really like going eating all the bread and stuff because then you get full before your food gets there.
I don't care. I'm going to eat the bread. I will take food home. Period. I'm going to eat the bread. Lots, copious amounts of bread.
Yes, we finna get into that, but let's move on along here. So that was the Cooper's Hawk. That was good. And then for Mother's Day celebration, we went and I took Nikki to, oh man, I forgot the name, Texas Roadhouse, and yes, I think we did like 3 baskets of bread. Now I partaked the bread. Now the bread was good. The what's that? The butter honey, cinnamon butter honey, whatever it is.
Yes.
Oh, now I did partake on that. And like say steak, and then of course we bought most of the food home. Because we did load up on the bread at this time, I must say, yes.
I always load up on bread.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
And baskets, yeah, or it was like, yeah, bring a to-go box for the bread, okay? Matter of fact, we had 2 to-go boxes. We had one with the bread and one with the honey butter on it. I don't know. I keep butchering out. It's honey butter, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, we had with honey butter. We had one container that was all bread,
all the condiments,
and one container had all the condiments.
but
it was good. It was good.
It was a really nice time.
The nice time. Every time we go there, the atmosphere is awesome. It's lively. It's entertaining. And especially when the people that have birthdays there.
Yeah.
But that was, and like I said, and then now let's get into the movies. Oh my God, here we go. You ready? We starting off with so I went and saw the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Mm-hmm. Did
not like it. Now let me give you a little context. I did not like the storyline of the movie. I didn't like how they portrayed the characters, and I'm going to say, I think it was Koopa or whatever his name. Yeah, I didn't like the way the Jack Black character. Yeah, King Koopa. Yeah, they missed me on that one. That storyline was crazy. But anyway, it was a movie that was like for the kids. So you can say that. But overall, I did not enjoy the movie. I did enjoy the nostalgic. They brought in a lot, like my boy Star Fox. It was good. The character Yoshi was, oh man, your boy did his thing. Childish Gambino, and he was voicing Yoshi. It was good. It was good, and just Yoshi. Matter of fact, they Yoshi carried the movie. You could say that. What they did, how they did Mario and Luigi, their storyline, it was bad. But anyway, overall, I give this movie a thumb down.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a thumb down.
Okay.
The next movie, which we both went and saw, is You, Me, and Tuscany. So you want to give us a little bit of review of that?
I mean, it was Halle Bailey, and I don't know who the male lead was, but yeah, it was very good.
Okay. Let's start. See, do we have the people here? Here we go. Cast. Here we go. Oh, his name, he was French. Both of them were. Regine Page. That was Michael.
Not French, Italian.
Italian? Okay,
yeah,
I'm
Tuscany
sorry.
Is Italian.
Okay, so they were actually Italian, I guess. So Regine Page was Michael, and Lorenzo de Moore was Mateo.
Okay.
Okay, so and I don't remember who Lorenzo was. Was that the daddy?
I don't.
Okay, well anyway, um, Haley Bailey played Anna, and like I said, it was a very good rom com.
It was.
It's very good. It the life stories in there, and I think the movie overall was. I would watch it again.
I would.
When it comes to well, actually, I think it's almost a regular streaming, so I would watch it again.
I would definitely watch it again.
Okay. Next movie I went and saw was Speed Racer. Dun, dun, dun. It was a anniversary. I think it's 25 years. Well, no. It was somewhere around there. 20 years. Might have been 20 years. Anyway, it was one of those anniversary because the original movie came out in 2008. So I'm trying to do the math on that. So it might have been 20 years, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, it was just good to see it on the big screen because I don't think I've seen it on the big screen when it first came out. I know I've seen it on the small screen, but to see it on the big screen was pretty cool. Its cast was John Candy was God, good Lord, say his name on there. John. Oh, they don't even have
Definitely not John Candy because
Oh no, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's correct.
yeah, you're right. Not John Candy.
Yeah,
it was the one with Roseanne's husband. Who was he?
John Goodman.
John Goodman.
Yeah.
Okay, John Goodman. Starred John Goodman, and Christina Ricci. Matthew Fox was Racer X, and Emily Hirsch. That couldn't be right. Emily Hirsch was. Anyway, it had Susan Sarandon was his mother. But it definitely had Emil Hirsch was Speed Racer. I don't know if he's played anything else since then, but
Okay.
the way they shot the movie and everything, it was kind of a cross between, like you said, racing and Willy Wonka.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was basically just to give a little. Well, like I say, the movie's old, so I'm not spoiling too much. But what they did is they had one of the people that were trying to get Speed to race for him had you could say a racing academy, and in that academy they were showing how they had robots to put the cars together and build the engines and everything of that nature, and they were showing different scenes of, you could say like the robots and then they had the people, how they were training, going through gymnastics, boxing, the works, and it was just kind of like every different scene was, and then where they ate food, they had all these different foods and stuff, and then clothes and the outfits and helmets. I mean, it was a whole, and then the different cars that they were putting together and everything. So that's why I say it was kind of like Willy Wonka, because they were in a car and they would go drive like around a lot, the different rooms and different stuff that was going on. So that's the part where I say it was like kind of like Willy Wonka. Okay. And then of course the racetracks, they always had the racetracks were more like skate parks. Cars doing stuff that was against gravity and everything. So it was a good watch.
Okay.
Next on the list, Michael.
Yes.
We went and saw Michael.
We did.
Jafar did his thing.
He did.
He danced, talked. I mean, he embodied Michael in this movie, and
he really did.
Yeah, and as of right now, the movie is almost up to 500 million.
Okay.
So it's not bad.
And what I'm really loving is that the critics gave it low reviews, but the fans still showed up and showed out.
Oh, man, we've seen. If you had to be living up on a rock if you hadn't seen, we've seen all the videos of I've seen people in Africa that doing whole routines. I've seen little kids that weren't even born. I mean, 5 years old and standing in front of the TV and did the whole.
Younger than that. That baby couldn't have been no more than 2 or 3.
No, that baby was a little bigger. That baby had to be at least, I would say at least 3 years old.
Yeah.
Because that baby was doing all the This is a baby now.
Yeah, actual baby.
Actual baby. I would say between 3 and 4 years old.
Doing Thriller.
And he was watching the Thriller video, and he did the whole little scene where Michael has the zombie face, that whole little scene where all the zombies are dancing, and Michael's dancing and jumping up and around. And the baby did it all, jumping up, raising his hand up in the air, doing the little. I mean, it was just
all
like
the gestures,
wow. And this it just they would, and anytime they put the video on, he would stand right up to the TV and he did the whole thing, did the whole dance routine. It was awesome to see all these kids, and then you're seeing all the people dressing up like Michael, going to the movie theaters and dancing in the aisles, and then when the credits were rolling. They would get up on the stage, because some movie theaters have stages right below the screen, and they would get up there on the stage and were dancing. Oh, it was crazy. It's crazy what's going on. And then, like you say, the people are just dressing up like Michael. Period.
Yeah.
And this is worldwide, and you got to figure, in less than 2 weeks, he's got $500,000 or $500 million.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is very awesome. Okay, and without going into any spoilers on Michael, we're going to go into Devil's Wear Prada.
Yep, The Devil Wears Prada 2.
The Devil's Wears Prada 2. It's pretty... The movie's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really... I would have thought that it would have took off a little bit better. As far as, it did do 200 million in the first. It did over 200 million opening weekend, so that is excellent.
It is
nothing to scarf on that. But I would have thought. I thought it was out. This is like the second week or something?
I believe so. Yeah.
Why are we not giving me? You're not giving me the information that I'm seeking here. I got the worldwide, but that's not what I want. Well, anyway, with Meryl Streep, she did her thing. Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci. They were. When I say guest appearances.
Oh, the lineup was insane.
Yeah, you talking about when they went to Paris? They really didn't have any storyline when they went to Paris. If anybody knows, they go for Fashion Week in Paris, and the lineup, all the models, they just basically did a montage, and then when they at the end,
designers,
designers too. Everybody was anybody that was in the industry was in the movie. Okay. Point blank, including musical artist was Lady Gaga. Mm-hmm. She did a musical routine in the movie, full set. So, like I say, what tripped me out is the person, and hopefully not spoiling anything for anyone, but the person they originally was trying to get was John Legend, but he wouldn't. But he told him he would not go unless they flew his piano over there.
Oh my goodness. So that's a no-go.
Yeah, so that was a no-go. So they had to call Lady Gaga, which she did an excellent job.
I mean, she only had a short part, but yeah.
Well, yeah, she just did the song, and that was, Oh, she did have a small speaking part, too. Yeah, you're absolutely right. All right, and then...
I think that's...
I got one more. Remember I went and saw... Mortal Kombat.
You did.
Yes, I went and saw Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, who actually in the movie. Oh, I won't spoil that. Sub-Zero, Raiden, Kung Lao, Kano, Sonya Blade, Jax. Yes. I can go on. The movie was packed. The movie was packed. They actually embodied the spirit of Mortal Kombat in this second movie to all of the degrees, including the fatalities. Nobody was spared.
So that means it was pretty gory, huh?
It was real. It was gory as far as they, just like the video game. They didn't spare no expense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only thing they didn't have in this, which they probably put in the next movie, they didn't have the X-ray, because you know how, like, when I'm playing a video game and they show the bones cracking and all that stuff, they
Oh.
didn't have that, but they had everything else. They when it came to fatality spikes and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff, uh, katana blades,
Mm-hmm.
cutting folks' heads off. Oh yeah, yeah, they all of it. Uh, the part where, well, if you watch the video games, I ain't spoiling. So they even did the part where Kung Lao, whether he throws his hat and it goes into the ground and starts spinning like a buzzsaw,
Mm-hmm.
and then it cuts the player in half. They did that. So this movie shows everything. Um, where who's the Shao Kahn? He has the big mallet, and hits it and basically splat somebody's head. Basically, just take big old
Ew.
man.
Okay.
They showed that. They did that. They didn't show
Mm-mm.
the person's face afterwards, but they showed him hitting the person's skull, and then to I guess to the he drugged the body into a pool of acid, so they didn't show the
Ew. Okay.
person's face after it was all splattered and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But like I say, all the fatalities, all the fatalities, all the special moves were shown. And they did the highlights just like the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Like Johnny Cage when he's doing his move, he lit up green. Um,
Okay.
um, Con oh well, what was his name? Scorpion. Oh, the Scorpion fight scene. Oh my God. Mm. So as soon as, cause he was all in his little Zen garden and everything, and then Kano he says, "Hey, your boy, what's it? That dog, I forgot the man's name. He says, your boy, who's the freeze? What's the freeze guy name?
Sub-Zero?
Sub-Zero. He says, yeah, your boy Sub-Zero's back alive. All of a sudden, he was like, what? And like it was a Zen garden. Now they're in hell now. They already said we had to go to hell to get help to get to an amulet that
Oh.
that because Quan Zi took the amulet to hell and
Mm.
to protect it, and so Raiden had to use his powers to send um, Johnny Cage and Kano to hell to talk to Sub-Zero, and he was like, Sub-Zero was like, it's not my fault no more. I'm not my fight no more. I'm good. Y'all on your own. You shouldn't have came here. And
Are
he
we
says,
telling the movie at this
I'm
point?
sorry. I'm giving a little. Yeah, I sure am.
You really are.
I'm sorry.
But anyway,
All right, well, good.
apparently Mortal Kombat was a good watch.
Yes,
Go
it was
check
very
it out, people.
It was a fun watch. That's Mortal Kombat's one of those movies where you go watch it for fun. You're not looking for. Matter of fact, it didn't even make that much money. It only made, I think they said, 17 million.
Oh, wow.
Domestic, made 25 million worldwide. So
Ooh,
it's one of those
yeah.
movies. It's a fun watch. It's not going to, it's not going to win awards or anything, but it's a fun watch. It does real good. It'll probably be on streaming probably in the next 30 to 45 days. It definitely be on streaming because it's not making a lot of money in the movie theater, so they're going to roll it out real good. But other than that, that is how we unwind. Now Nikki did get back into the kitchen. She did a little baking. You
Oh,
want to talk
yeah.
about that?
Um, I tried my hand at a butter pecan cake, and I did two versions. One a little bit more, not as elevated as our version, meaning hers didn't have glaze, and it was, a couple different ingredients that were tweaked with hers, but She loved it, and ours had rum, a butter rum glaze to it.
Mm.
So
Yeah, it was very good. As a matter of fact, I'm waiting to get to my second go round of it. Um, I had been holding off because it's so good. I didn't want to eat it. So, because a lot of times she may be making these cakes and they be gone in a weekend. So I've been trying to like let it stretch out a little bit. But around here, if you snooze,
I
you
was
will
just about to
lose.
say it, especially on this one. This
You
one is going to go on
snooze,
a
you will
rotation.
lose. Yeah, so yeah, you be waiting for her to make another one because you snooze, you gonna miss out. Because like I say, it's you know between the visitors coming in, they'll get in because she gets the cake out. Hey, try this, get this piece of cake.
Yeah, because if I don't give it away, I will eat it. I will eat all of it.
So
So I
yeah,
have to share.
yeah. So we share with people and everything. But this cake is just like I mean, anytime she does a cake now, it's like whoa. Yeah. Matter of fact, I tell you one thing though. I don't think we shared that.
No, not the carrot cake.
The carrot cake. No,
No,
we didn't
I
give
didn't.
that
didn't.
thing. Ooh, ooh.
But I didn't feel it was my best work, so I wouldn't share it.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say it wasn't her best work. I'm gonna say this: the cake, it was awesome. It was awesome, but it wasn't. I'm gonna say you can't. Yeah, it was just awesome. The cake was good. The cake was good. I never I didn't have a carrot cake the way she made it, and apparently she made it the way it's supposed to be made. And I'm like, cause I found that the store bought cakes are not a true carrot cake. The way she made this cake, I'm like, oh my god, woo, yeah. But but the yeah. So we might have to keep a list of here. We got carrot cake. The what's this? A pecan
Butter pecan.
butter pecan cake.
I did the red velvet.
Red
Of
velvet
course, I do lemon.
and the lemon.
Um, I'm thinking chocolate. I'll do chocolate again next
Oh, you know what?
because I haven't
If
done
you,
that in years.
oh, she did the chocolate chip cookies. Oh my god! If you do that chocolate chip cake like you did, oh, I'm sorry, chocolate chip cake. But if you do that chocolate cake like you did them cookies,
It wasn't chocolate chip. It was triple chocolate cookies.
okay. Well, if you
So
make
think like what you would get at a Subway or somewhere like that where they have the triple chocolate cookies. I did that.
she did them cookies. I'm telling you, and you warm up in the microwave. It was like having a lava. I mean, it was like lava. The chocolate was like lava inside the cookie. Woo! I'm telling you, if she does that cake like that, that cake might be gone as soon as it comes out the freaking oven. Oh,
And of course, I make all of my own frosting.
oh my God. Okay. It's time to end.
Either chocolate or strawberry is going to be next. We'll
Who?
see.
Who? What'd you say? Chocolate and strawberry?
Or strawberry.
Oh, now that strawberry cake you made. Have you made one already? I know you made one.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. But I'm telling you, you know what you should try? A raspberry too. You can put a raspberry in.
Maybe.
I got some suggestions with that one.
Okay.
But I'm telling you. But yeah, we're gonna have to it's time to go unwind a little bit more. So I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nikki.
Until next time, keep unwinding.
unwinding. I thought we were going to be under 2 hours.
Oh, damn.
Why is it still?
Oh, I need to stop.